Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. And today I just wanted to do another sit and talk style video. I really didn't want to do anything as like an actual video, so I just wanted to sit and talk to you guys again, like a little hangout video. Mainly because I also wanted to play around with the lights a little more. As you guys saw in my previous video, the lights, I changed them back to my old lights, which are warm white. I thought it looked pretty cozy on the viewfinder, but when it came to editing the video, it came out pretty grainy. There was like a lot of noise over here, especially on the nun, like in the darker areas. There was a lot of noise, and I wasn't happy about that. And honestly, thinking back now, I think that's why I changed to the studio lights, the softbox ones, just to get rid of the grain. I needed more light, but they are too bright. So I might see how this looks, if it's okay. I've played around with the settings a little on the camera too, the aperture and stuff like that, and put different light bulbs. So these are a little brighter than the ones I had in yesterday, but they're still warm white. So I'm just going to see how that goes. I just can't deal with any grain. It's really irritating. But for this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about like what I said to you guys in the previous video. I said that I wanted to like manifest it, that this week is going to be a good week, and that nothing's going to stop that, because last week I had a mental breakdown. I just was not happy at all. And this week so far has gone pretty good. I guess you could just say I've had a pretty good day. And I've been thinking a lot, like all day long, about like life and things like that. And I had this conversation with a girl who I work with, and I was talking to her today, and she's somebody that's, I guess you could say, very meaningful in my life. And so when I talk to her about certain things, it's like I feel like no matter what she says or how she says it, sometimes it feels like she makes things sound so easy. Even when I'm, thinking about things and I overthink, I get anxiety, I'm worrying about everything and change and this and that and everything that like goes on in here that I just can't seem to deal with. Whenever I talk to her about these things, it seems to help. And we were talking about some stuff today, especially like change and like career and stuff like that. And I guess because she is somewhat in a similar boat to me, she's doing a lot better than me. I kind of stalled many years ago, and now I'm just stuck in this one place. But she's very similar to me in the sense that she's like not so sure on what she wants to do in the future and that kind of stuff. So when we got into the conversation on that, it just makes me feel better, because like she was saying about like how she's just trying things, and sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to try things. I guess that's what I'm afraid of, is like trying something and then it not being what I want it to be, or even worse than what I'm in now. Like, I'm not particularly happy with the life I have now, but I know that I'm okay, and I know I'm comfortable, and I'm scared to step outside of that comfort zone and try something else, because I'm afraid that I won't like that even more, or it won't work out, and then I won't be able to come back. Like, I can't come back to this life once I've done that. So I'm kind of afraid of that. But I also know that I can't just stay in this one place for the rest of my life. I can't just stay mentally and physically too, just stay here in this one place for the rest of my life just because I feel comfort. Once you're in a comfort zone, that's a bad thing, because you will literally get trapped. I guess life is about being afraid. It actually reminds me of like an episode of Young Sheldon when he graduates and him and Missy are talking, his twin sister, and he says to her that he's scared about like going off to college, and because he's only like, I think 10 or 11 years old at this point, and she's also the same age, but she's only graduating elementary school. So they are completely different on like an intellectual level. She's just the typical 11-year-old girl. He is like insanely, like, he's just a genius. If you guys have seen it, or The Big Bang Theory, you'll know what I mean. But he's like an actual genius. He's got like the same IQ as like Einstein. He's graduating one thing, she's graduating another, but one thing that they both relate on is that they're both afraid. They both realize that it's scary to go through change. This is something that really stood out to me because I'm the same. So I was like listening intensely to their conversation, and she says to him that she's scared too, and then he says, well, what do you do? How do you deal with it? And she says, I just do it anyway. I just be scared and do it anyway. And that really got me thinking. And he even gave like a speech to her at his graduation, which I almost cried at that scene. But it really got me thinking that is actually pretty smart. Like, I guess change is scary for everybody. I think you sometimes just have to do it even though it is scary, because you can't really just stay in the one place. It would be nice to just stay in the one place, but when you do that, like what I've done is I thought if I stay here and I stay in this one place, everything will be perfect, or not perfect, but like everything will be okay forever. But then you don't realize that just because you're staying the same doesn't mean everybody else is. And everyone you love and care about is all going on with their lives and doing their own thing, and you're just stuck here. And that's when it hits you that you're all alone. And that can be even worse than the change itself. But after talking about this to this girl that I was telling you guys about that I work with, it just feels different than when anybody else talks to me about this kind of stuff. Like, anybody can tell me that stuff, but like when she talks to me about it, it kind of makes it feel like it will be okay. And that's what I love about her, is like, I don't know whether it's the way she delivers what she says or just her personality in general, but I've never met anybody like her, and she's somebody that's very unique and special. And where am I going with this? I guess what I'm trying to say is it's okay to be scared, but sometimes you just gotta do it anyway. That's a quote from Missy Cooper. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that, and just another thing that I was talking to this girl. I should give her a name. But I was saying to her about how I've asked a lot of people, because I genuinely don't know what I want to do in my life. I don't have any interest in anything. I don't want to climb the corporate ladder. I'm not interested in pursuing a big opportunity and a big career and stuff like that. I just genuinely want to be happy. I want to live a nice, peaceful life. I just want to be in peace and happiness. I don't care if I have a lot of money. I don't care if I'm high up in like some kind of business. As long as I have peace and happiness, I'm as rich as I'll ever need to be. But I was saying to her that whenever I talk to older people, like my grandparents and like a lot of other older people, I do often ask them, what did you want to do in your life? I mean, I'm sure you didn't want to work in a grocery store all of your life, which some of them have done. And they often tell me, I never knew what I wanted to do in life. I still don't know what I want to do. And they've gone their whole life and they're happy. Like, they're happy, they're content, they've got a happy family. So it makes me think maybe we should normalize, or at least make it so that there isn't this pressure on people that you have to climb this corporate ladder and you have to be successful, because not everybody knows what they want to do. And I'm one of those people, and there's a lot of people out there who just have lived their whole life not knowing what they want to do. And I find comfort in that when, like, especially an older person tells me that. It brings comfort to me to know that they can, they're still living a happy and content life, and they never did the things that they wanted to do. They're just happy with their family, their loved ones, their friends. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, because in my life, the one thing that I really want more than anything is to be happily married, to have children of my own, and have a home of my own, and that kind of thing. That's just all I want. I really don't care about what I would scrub toilets if I had to for a living. As long as I have that family life that I want, I'm happy. I don't care about what I do to bring in the money. I don't care. And I think people should be more open about being this way, because it would help a lot of people, including myself. Anyway, guys, I'm blabbing on a little here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out and chase your dreams.